What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 201 of the Clever and Original Podcast.
That is 200.
I am one of your hosts,
That's
Kayley Misialek, alongside me, the man with a plan, Jayden Reinhart.
What plan he has, I don't know. It's pretty nefarious. He doesn't have
Nirvana
a fucking plan.
shirt guy.
I'm not wearing it right now.
JJ Larson.
You're wearing the shirt on the inside. The Nirvana shirt.
It's not about the shirt on the outside, but the Nirvana shirt on the inside.
It's about the inside. The inside of me is a Nirvana shirt. And there's food in there, actually. There's a good amount of food.
That's good.
Right now.
I like when food's
There's a lot of food in there.
I like sustaining myself to stay alive for long periods of time.
I don't think you like that. You just do it because you don't know anything else, and your programming doesn't allow you to kill yourself.
Wow. I don't want to suddenly get existential. Holy shit.
Delete
was really
system. I don't know.
Delete.
I was waiting. I've been waiting for weeks for an opportunity to make a joke like that.
So if you haven't,
I've thought of it randomly. I was like, oh fuck, I could say something like that, and then it just hasn't been a good time to say.
So if you haven't listened to us before, we are the Clever and Original Podcast. We talk about
Jay's
comic
drinking
book
tea.
movie type stuff.
I said you were
video game type
drinking
stuff.
tea. That's literally what I just
Particularly
said.
in
Drinking.
that
I said
order,
drinking.
JJ. In that order.
Yeah,
Yes, in that order in general. Yes, that is the order.
I'm sorry. I'll stop brinking my tea.
Brinking your tea. brink.
So first bit of news in a while.
We didn't have any for weeks.
Yeah.
Jesus.
San Diego Comic-Con is happening. It happened this past weekend. And there's Marvel released their Phase 4 plans,
They did.
released part of them at Hall H.
Yeah, getting Blade.
Yeah,
Hella
so let's
cool.
get through this. So
Yeah.
they announced the movies Black Widow, The Eternals, Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings, Doctor Strange and the Madness of the Multiverse, Thor, Love and Thunder. They also said that they are making Captain Marvel 2, Black Panther 2, Fantastic Four, and then they ended the show with sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this. Mahershala Ali.
Mahershala Ali. I think
Mahershala Ali.
I think so.
That
don't
actually
know
sounds a
100%.
lot better than what I first said.
Yeah.
Mahershala Ali, who will be playing Blade. Of all the characters you thought would be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I clearly thought Blade would make the most sense.
I mean, right.
Hey, he's a vampire hunter. It's fucking awesome.
Because it's totally established vampires in this universe.
Not yet.
We're this far in.
We might as
I
well
mean-
Got
fuck it.
magic.
I mean,
Might as well have fucking vampires at this point.
Got space.
Got scrolls.
Scrolls.
You might as
We
well
have magic. We have
Aliens. of
gods.
course.
aliens. Might as well add vampires
Yep.
into it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Fuck it.
I would say we'd have Inhumans, but we don't because that television show that doesn't count.
No. Not official. Not official lore.
Oh, speaking of television shows, they also announced MCU TV shows at the panel, which are going to be made by Marvel Studios. The Falcon and Winter Soldier, Wanda and Vision, Loki, a What If TV show, and Hawkeye TV show. So,
Nice. It'll be on the Disney streaming service.
Yep.
I imagine.
and it makes me feel like the Netflix shows are never actually a part of the universe. And just like a fuck you to all that stuff. And it's those are my favorite things, and these are not going to be like them. And they're only characters that we've already seen in movies.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking goddamn it.
But I guess they're going to have a more integral role in the MCU, story-wise, playing to movies, etc. So I'm going to go down the list of release dates, and then we can go in order to talk about them. So Black Widow is coming out May 1st, 2020. It's the next movie we'll see. The Eternals is coming out November 6th, 2020, starring Angelina Jolie. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is coming out February 12th, 2021. And Doctor Strange and Madness of the Multiverse is coming out May 7th, 2021. Also, the Scarlet Witch will be one of the leads in the film.
In what?
Doctor Strange 2. The
I like that. Okay.
Multiverse thing. Thor, Love and Thunder. And Natalie Portman is back as Jane Foster. And it looks like she's going to become Thor.
Oh, okay.
Like
so
female Thor.
Yeah, like the comic. Yep.
And then that's November 5th, 2021. And those are the only dates we have for movies. But like I said earlier, they announced Captain Marvel. They are working on Captain Marvel 2, Black Panther 2, Fantastic Four, Blade, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And then the TV show dates, these are all on Disney+. Falcon and the Winter Soldier is coming out in the fall of 2020. Wanda and Vision is coming out in the spring of 2021. Loki is also coming out in spring of 2021. What If is an animated show, the first animated thing in the MCU. It's coming out summer of 2021. And the Hawkeye TV show is coming out in the fall of 2021.
Cool.
So,
The future looks bright.
You got a lot of shit coming.
Black Widow. What are our thoughts on Black Widow?
I've been wanting it for a while, so.
I am not as excited because Scarlett Johansson is canceled.
I mean, character's also dead, so.
Oh,
yeah.
Mild to very large spoilers in the upcoming section here.
Baba, everyone
Oh
who
my
hasn't
gosh.
seen Endgame at this point, who gives a shit?
Dude, it's
Oh.
the highest grossing film of all time. It actually passed it this week. Like, if you haven't seen it, you're not listening to this podcast. Most likely.
Most people have seen the movie. Not most people, but yeah.
Every single person has
I mean,
seen this movie.
Like a
Fair
lot
enough.
of people have seen the movie. I'll say that.
I mean, it should be, I don't know. I'm not, like you said, she's dead.
It's a prequel, so whatever.
I mean, I don't
but
really care too much.
It's not going to affect any future films.
Nope. But I mean, it'll be
I mean,
interesting
it
to see what-
might. They might have like side characters. or
Yeah,
whatever.
they might have
Or, like,
references.
mentions
I
of-
guess rumor is the Taskmaster is going to be in Black Widow,
Okay.
which is interesting because the Taskmaster has had a lot of roles recently. Like, he was a character in the Spider-Man video game, and it looks like he's going to be the main villain in the Avengers video game. And now he's going to be in the MCU.
Cool.
So yeah, that's coming out. That's the next movie that we're gonna see, which is May 2020. Then we have The Eternals, starring Angelina Jolie. Kumail Nanjiani is gonna be in it. To be honest, I don't know the rest of the cast, but it's going to be the first new thing that we are seeing in the MCU since Captain Marvel.
I'm fairly excited for that one for sure.
Yeah,
Because
when's
anything
that
to
one?
like expand on the universe.
When's that one come out again?
November 6th, 2020.
Damn.
So
Fuck.
a year and a half,
I won't, yeah. I
probably.
won't live here at that point. Yeah.
Then we have, so that's interesting. Shang-Chi, kung fu sort of movie. Legend of the Ten Rings. So that tells me is that the Mandarin, like, is real and is happening.
Mm.
Because the Mandarin in Iron Man 3 was like fake Mandarin.
Yeah. And now they got the real one.
Yeah.
And Shang.
And there was actually a Marvel one shot where they're like, they reference the Mandarin, like they
Mhm.
have Ben Kingsley in jail, and there's a guy comes in and is like, the real Mandarin has a problem with you, like pretending to be him.
Mm.
So yeah, February 12th, interesting, will be the first Asian led Marvel movie with an Asian lead.
It'll be the day before my birthday. Hooray for getting old and dying.
Yeah, you'll be
Samoa
fucking
Joe.
old, Jay. Fuck, you'll be 26. How do you feel when that comes out?
Yeah.
Be 4 years away from 30.
Want to be 27?
Wait,
In 2021?
I'll turn because I'm 25.
you're 25?
Am I 25?
I'm pretty. Are you fucking sure? You're 20. Wouldn't you be?
What year were you born?
Were you born in 95?
Yeah.
No, you're
No,
24,
you're not.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm 24.
What? You don't even know how old you are?
Okay, I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm older than you, but now all of a sudden I'm learning you're 25. What? What?
Yeah, that wouldn't make you
Shit.
would would have not been in like the same grade as us in school if you were.
I was held back.
That's fair.
I mean, okay,
but
but
what the fuck?
I don't remember that ever happening, unless
it's
you were
like,
held back.
Whoa.
24.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
how did you not know that?
No,
You're
just
like,
not something I think about. After
what?
21, nothing fucking matters, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
but,
you
like,
don't
you
know.
don't
Like
know.
what?
Yeah.
Like
you don't know
I
how old. Like that's so
What
weird.
the fuck?
Like
Is it?
why
I
would?
don't know.
Yeah. Why
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's
you know?
weird as hell.
Who doesn't know how old they are?
Unless they're like from like a place where that.
Unless
just-
they got blipped in the MCU, and then 5 years later their best friends are older and they're still the same age.
And then you have a whole crisis there.
Yeah, but that didn't happen, as far as I know.
I don't think so. Maybe I'm a time traveler from the future.
I don't know, but you were like 23 last year, and now you're 25.
Yeah. Facts. No, I don't know. I don't know. Not something I like count anymore. Honestly,
You
if
don't
I
have
didn't
to
work,
count. It's not that hard. It's okay. My birthday happens. Add 1.
Yeah, basically, it's like I'm this old now.
yeah. But
Like,
I mean,
and at your birthday, they're like, "Happy 24th birthday."
they don't really say my age. It's just happy birthday.
You're 24 now.
That's not a thing. Who celebrates that they're 24?
I mean, that they say your age at your birthday usually.
I don't know. I've only like
Jay is not a human.
apparently not. I don't know. I don't like having huge birthdays either. I
mean,
used to
s-
have
well,
huge
like-
birthdays, but now it's just like, oh, I'll meet up with my
But Jay,
parents. and-
Jay, I don't think you're
have
seeing the
dinner.
point here. Is that it doesn't matter that you don't care about your birthday. It's like, how do you not know how old you are?
It's, you know, like
That's like not knowing your birth date.
you know when you don't have a job and so you just don't know what day it is and it just doesn't matter. It's like the same thing.
Isn't?
It's like what's today? Is today Tuesday? No, it's Friday. Like it's that kind of thing.
I don't think
Because you
so.
don't work. Every day is Sunday when you're unemployed.
I don't
so
think
it doesn't
so.
fucking
I don't
matter.
think so.
I don't know.
I mean,
That's the only way I can explain it. What do you want me to say? I'm dumb, all right? I'm stupid.
I want
I
to.
just
I
don't
want an
understand.
explanation. I want an explanation.
I just
why-
honestly don't
That's my
understand.
explanation.
I just don't get it at all.
The same frame of mind where you don't work, you don't have a job, you have no priorities or responsibilities. You just forget the day of the week because it doesn't apply to your life. It doesn't matter if it's Tuesday. If it's Tuesday, you're gonna wake up, you're gonna brush your teeth, you're gonna play video games, and you go to bed in your parents' basement. That's just how it works.
That's not how. That's not my Tuesdays.
That's not my Tuesdays
That's-
either, but that's someone's Tuesdays.
Okay, that's probably somebody's Tuesday.
And they don't even know
You know,
what day
there's
it is.
7 billion people in the world.
Yeah.
The odds of that happening
Being
are
neat.
of not happening are like 0.
Yeah, but that's the only way I can describe it. It's just I like wake up. Does my age matter? Nope. I'm old
Brush
enough
my
to drink.
teeth. Brush your teeth. Go play video games in your mom's basement.
Mm-hmm. I drive to my mom's house, go to the basement, and play video games.
You know what? Nothing will shock me anymore with you. Just like, yeah, that totally makes sense. I mean, like Jay, the guy who doesn't know how old he is, that doesn't surprise me that he would go to his mom's house and
I
go
also-
to his basement to
also-
play video games.
I also don't know how old other people are generally,
Okay, well that's
and
understandable.
I also don't know other people's birthdays very well.
That's fine, but like the fact that you don't know yours is
Yeah.
like weird.
That's fair. I'll take weird. I just won't take dumb. Because that makes me feel sad.
Okay, moving on. Jay is 24.
No, Jay's
27.
Jay's 50.
54.
You're 54. Jay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to tell you.
Gonna
You're
have to take
go
him
to the
out
doctor,
back, put
and
him
you're gonna have to
down,
go get a prostate exam.
take him out of it. I
I'm
don't.
actually 72 and I'm Benjamin Button.
What a dummy! I hate you.
Remember that memorable film Benjamin Button where he
I
eats
never saw
backwards?
it.
I never saw
I
it.
never saw it.
But
either.
also, that sounds dumb. Why would somebody like age up to like 100, and then all of a sudden start reversing in age.
No, he was born.
No, he
like
was
that.
born at 100.
He was born. How are you born at 100?
Who knows?
Who fucking gives birth to a full life-sized human?
It wasn't like 100.
It's like an
it was
old
70
man.
something or 80
He's just
something,
like
but-
this person like is like, oh my baby, and then just like rips her open. It is a full-size
an old dude.
How do you fit a full-sized person into a full-sized person? That doesn't. They had to be like a giant.
Who knows?
I don't know how it works. I don't pretend.
Paul
to
Bunyan
know.
was a giant. And he was born.
Yeah, but he was born of giants. Like that makes sense.
No, his parents were regular, I thought. And it just took like 4 days to birth him or something. Is that not part of the lore?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
does
it's
it look,
part of the lore.
Does it look like I know the lore of Paul Bunyan?
Why not?
Mr. J, I don't know my own birthday, but I know Paul
Well, I
Bunyan.
don't have any creative insults, so I'm just going to keep bringing that up.
Actually, yeah, that's something that's gonna be talked about for a very long time. I believe. I'm gonna tell Luke right now
Sure.
that Jay didn't know. I'm gonna be like,
Jay didn't know how old he was.
hold on a minute. I gotta throw one of the group chats.
But
into this.
Jay. Yeah, so clearly my how old I am doesn't matter. But Paul Bunyan, now that is some serious real shit. Like the meme, like my personal information, I sleep. Paul Bunyan, real shit.
Real shit. Paul Bunyan is your real shit.
You need to fucking look this up. How was Paul Bunyan born? It took 5 giant storks to deliver Paul to his parents. That's what it was.
So yeah, they didn't give birth to him.
You think like later on
Just
after that, the storks were flying home, got shot down by hunters,
I don't know.
eaten. Big old
They
stork.
were they African storks?
African or European?
European. Are you suggesting coconuts migrate?
Yes.
This is a temperate zone. Coconuts are in tropical.
Can you imagine you just like walking along, coconuts just like rolling up a hill?
No,
Turns out the hair on their like outside isn't hair; the tiny little legs.
I'm not surprised it's not hair because it's not a mammal.
What, coconuts?
Yeah.
Are coconuts mammals?
No. I can confidently say that coconuts are not mammals.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
I will say with a 99.99% confidence that coconuts are not mammals.
Yes.
Damn. All right. Well,
Yes.
It's a fact.
it'd be cool if they were. Can you imagine like an animal that's just a ball with legs? It just rolls around.
No.
Just like soaks up
There's
water
like
through
a
its
like
skin.
hedgehog, like a hedgehog.
No, but it's always a ball.
Well, what if a hedgehog got stuck in a ball? What about what is an
It'd probably
armadillo?
die, right?
An
Yeah.
armadillo, those are in balls. Those go in balls.
So they just get stuck. But then they would die because they wouldn't be able to eat.
That is true.
Yeah.
But
Really
I
sad.
mean, yeah. Yeah, so Shang-Chi.
So Shang-Chi,
Good
Legend
shit.
of the Ten Rings,
Yeah.
which has the same
Number
letters
of letters as J.
I don't have like 2 Y's. Legend of the Ten Rings. I guess you don't do the.
So let's count. So Legend, LEGEND, OFTENRINGS. So 16 letters, and J. J-A-Y. 16. Okay.
I was gonna say it has the same letters as Lord of the Rings, which is gonna get confusing.
Well, I kind of shorten it for loader.
Yeah.
which I didn't realize until I wrote it down that that's like, hey, that's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Except
Legend
I've
of-
never watched that.
You never watched Lord of the Rings?
Nope, never.
Wow. Like not even one of them?
Nope.
All right. It's pretty good. I enjoy it.
It's pretty good that I haven't seen them.
No, they're good movies. I don't know. I haven't seen every movie that I've ever been recommended either, so I can't really talk shit.
I don't like Game of Thrones, so
Oh well, I don't know. You might
so
not
I don't like
fantasy,
yeah, pretty much.
like low fantasy, high fantasy. Is there a difference? Or?
High fantasy I don't really like.
Okay, well,
Boo.
Game of Thrones is high fancy, but Lord of the Rings is no. It's
No, Lord of the
It's
Rings is also
definitely
high fantasy.
Yeah.
Harry
Do
Potter.
not
Harry
tell-
Potter is
Do
low
not
fantasy.
tell me Lord of the Rings is not high fantasy.
Well, you don't see elves walking around.
Yes.
Really good with bows. Is that racist? Say elves are good with bows.
I mean, elves in Lord of the Rings
I mean,
are
I
good
guess
with bows.
elves
I don't know.
are a race.
But is there a elf that has not ever learned a bow? I guess they live for,
Probably.
like, is this
I
like
mean, I
500?
think is there a human that has learned to not shoot a that has not learned to shoot a basketball?
That's fair. Yeah. I can shoot one improperly, but I'm sure I'll be told I'm doing it wrong.
Okay.
These are the questions that deserve to be asked.
So, Shang-Chi. Okay, moving on.
Moving
Doctor
on.
Strange, and I think it's called The Madness of the Multiverse. I just wrote multiverse, so my notes are bad.
I mean, gets the point across. I don't know. I'm always excited.
Oh,
to see
Multiverse of Madness.
anything. Ooh, that's even more exciting.
Yeah, and Scarlet Witch is gonna be in there as well,
All
which
kinds
is
of magic.
interesting because, like, yeah, because
Is her ability like magic or a superpower?
it's like a superpower.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of magic, but it's like it's not. It's a superpower because it's not like conjuring up spells like Doctor Strange
Right.
does. It's like within her
Okay.
that like is only inherent to her.
Well, I think like in this universe, it's best divided by like verbal and like semantics
so,
that
like-
you gotta do. You know.
So like, so Iron Man is like a human that made super things.
Right.
Doctor Strange is a
Human
human
spells.
who conjures up spells.
Yeah.
Captain America is a human versus like Iron Man is just a person who does super things. Scarlet Witch has superpowers that are similar to Doctor Strange, but Doctor Strange is just a human who conjures up.
Thor's a
magic.
god.
Yeah. And Thor is just has magic for some reason because he's super powered. I don't know how you would describe Thor.
Yeah.
He's a god. Yeah, I guess that's the best.
Yeah. It's a lawless universe.
I would say I would say if we're not considering them as gods and just like as aliens, they'd probably have superpowers.
Super.
Well, it'd just be in the same way that Superman has superpowers. Like he's not actually like in his race of people any more superpowered than any of them.
Well,
But
in his
compared
race
to
of
us,
well, I mean that's not really fair. There's only one in his race of people.
right? Because they all died.
Oh,
You know what Jay's race is?
get
You know what
on
Jay's race is?
Superman.
What's my race? Oh,
It's 25.
Jay's
25. I just remember that from fucking SpongeBob.
Yeah. What's funnier than 24? 25. So funny.
But yeah, no, I'm excited for more Doctor Strange.
Doctor
stuff.
Strange is one of my favorites.
Yes,
Fun
I
to
love
see him do
Doctor
magic
Strange.
stuff.
Yeah. And I'm glad that that is a character that we're getting. Like, of all the returning characters that they have release dates for, that's my favorite one. And then we have Thor Love and Thunder coming out November 5th, 2021, which of all of like the main Avengers was like the last one I thought would get 4 films.
Yeah.
But
That's cool.
he's getting a 4th film with Taika Waititi returning as director from Thor Ragnarok. And yeah, Jane Foster is returning, Natalie Portman, who we all thought was just like done with Marvel and that she was never like gonna show up again. She is. So interesting. Seems she might become Thor, like, you know, like Captain America became Thor, and like that he held the hammer.
Yeah.
Because he's worthy. So yeah, that's cool. Interesting that Thor has like this upswing in like popularity after having like the first two of his movies be like the low points of the MCU.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, definitely like at the beginning of Thor and his story, I wouldn't have seen a fourth movie. But especially with him like getting a new weapon, learning to actually use lightning outside of channeling it through a hammer. Like,
well, like
he's had so many like evolution and powers, I guess, you know.
He also had more character development. Like in the first couple movies, he's like this fish out of water thing, where it's like, oh, it's funny because he's like this Victorian like person who's like thrown into like modern day world or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and then that was all pretty much all the way through Age of Ultron, and then in Thor Ragnarok, everything changed, and he, you know, it's like funny and it's like, you know, awesome crap. And then in like Infinity War and Endgame, he had this massive character arc.
Yeah.
That was like, you know, intense and like one of the best character arcs in the series, the MCU so far. So
this is very good. How he like gets fat, but then he's still worthy, and it's such like a message.
Yeah, right. And then even like not just Endgame, but like Infinity War, his like whole revenge thing, like going through like the loss of his like entire people, well, half of his entire people, his parents, his brother, you know.
Yeah.
And everything.
Lots of death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But in the end, Thor got his fourth movie
yes.
coming out.
More than Iron Man, Cap.
Yeah. Although Cap deserves a fourth movie. Except he had to go and retire, that bastard.
I mean, he still did a lot.
Yeah, he
could
did.
put a
He
movie
does
there,
have
but-
the best movies.
Mhm.
Still.
Well, I mean, he did a lot like before he retired, because he went in the machine, and it's like 5 seconds later or whatever.
Sure.
But during that time,
He did
Did
a lot
he,
of
like-
shit.
movies worth of shit.
I mean, that, yeah. That'd be interesting, right? So, yeah, Thor's happening. And then we also have Captain Marvel 2, Black Panther 2, which, I mean, we could talk about, but we don't really have anything to go off of. It would just be like things we've already talked about.
We like those heroes.
Yeah.
They're great.
And I'm excited about Captain Marvel. I'm wearing
sure.
a Captain Marvel T-shirt.
Yeah. Reppin'.
But
Represent.
Fantastic Four, they're
Fantastic.
making a movie.
It's probably not coming out for like 4 years, but
Probably not till at least 2022,
yeah.
which is 3 years from now.
Think
so
it'll be
4
better than
years,
Fan
probably.
Four Stick? Or?
Almost
Yes.
definitely.
Fan Four Stick is probably the worst movie I have ever seen.
It's one of the worst ones, yeah.
It is definitely the worst movie I've ever seen in a theater. And I saw Spider-Man 3 on opening night.
Jeez. Now dig on this.
Spider-Man 3 gave my dog cancer.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Also, yeah, we talked about Blade. So Blade, that's interesting.
Excited.
I think they also mentioned mutants, but like, I don't know. To be honest, I don't really care about mutants. But I mean, people like the X-Men, so.
I mean, the most stuff.
Also, we never
actually.
actually watched the last X-Men movie
Oh shit.
that came out.
Oh, yeah, we didn't.
Dark Phoenix, I
Yeah,
think it was
I didn't
called.
see it. I heard it wasn't that good, though.
Should we
Well,
see
like,
it?
I don't know. It didn't. I mean, I kind of want to see it at some point, but it's like it didn't really matter because we already knew Disney bought Fox at that point when it came out. So it's like, this is the last one. Does it really matter? Probably not.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we'll watch it.
Okay, and then Disney Plus. I'm pretty sure we aren't gonna buy it, or for the most part, probably
Yeah.
not.
Probably not, just because I don't know. I don't want another subscription service to pay for.
Yeah, but
I don't have time. So
would we be interested in any of these TV shows? Falcon and Winter Soldier, Wanda and Vision, Loki, What If, Hawkeye?
Loki and What If for sure, I think.
What If sounds interesting. It's an animated show. I guess they're going to have the actual actors of like voice the characters too. So, for me, the interesting ones are Falcon, Winter Soldier, and Hawkeye.
Those are
Although
pretty
Loki
cool.
is interesting, but I'm not as interested because of we know he's dead.
Yeah.
And then like What If and stuff. But apparently, Wanda and Vision is going to play into Doctor Strange Multiverse Madness.
Cool.
So.
I dig it.
Okay, that does it for Marvel stuff. A lot of Marvel stuff. Phase
So
4 is
much.
happening. The first
Here it
stuff we've
comes.
heard about since like first movies that have been announced since like 2015.
Yeah. It has been a while. Something like that.
That does it for Marvel today. Netflix released The Witcher, a trailer starring Henry Cavill.
Starring Superman.
Yeah,
Soups.
who's no longer Superman.
Nope, not anymore.
Um,
He quit.
Thank God.
Why? Thank God he's.
Well, I mean, because he's on the.
Because the Superman movies are bad.
Because he's on to better.
Yeah, I
things.
mean the
He was
Superman.
fine.
Yeah, he was
He was
fine.
wasted on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
like he did not deserve what happened to him.
Regardless of how much he was getting paid, it was bad for his career.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was good. He's more famous because of it, but
Right, but like
he was good.
But it
he was
doesn't
a
look good on a
he was
resume.
good
was a
despite the film.
Right.
Yeah, despite the movies,
the
he
the
was- he was-
directing.
yeah.
Right.
That's the thing. On a quick glance, like, oh, you started in this film? Ooh, that film did really bad. Like, you know.
Yeah, they made a lot of money.
But he was
but,
also in like Mission Impossible 5, which is good.
I've
so-
never seen
in,
any of those.
He's in a bunch of shit that I forgot.
That's
your
my
phone.
phone.
I was about to go to his IMDb and just take a gander.
He's a British actor because you know all these like American superhero icons need to be played by British people.
Right.
Like what the fuck?
British people are just better.
No.
I guess so.
Oh well, it's a good thing they got an American to play Captain America. Can you imagine if they got someone who
A
wasn't
British
American?
Captain America.
I would have a fit.
So I'm just seeing, Mission Impossible.
Sand
Okay, yeah, he's been in some
Castle,
other movies.
The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Immortals.
Oh, he was in some.
Blood
He
Creek.
was in stuff back in the day.
Hellraiser, Hellworld.
He was like other.
Goodbye, Mr. Chips. Entertainment Tonight. I'm guessing it was like an interview on that. but-
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
But all right, yeah. So he's got
Yeah,
quite the
but
repertoire.
he looks cool as Geralt.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's looking cool. I'm very. It looks like the show is. I've heard that the show is taking a more book-centric direction.
Well, you can
That's
tell
nice.
because what's her name?
Siri's a kid.
Not just Siri. The sorcerer who's like all
Yennefer?
black. Yennefer. Yeah, she has like the jaw thing that is mentioned in the books. That's
Yeah.
not mentioned in the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She has like a fucked up jaw.
Mm.
I don't know the term for it. It's all
A
fucky.
fucked up jaw. That's the term.
But
yeah.
yeah, looks like they're taking a more book-centric direction. so they're not-
Disfigured?
Disfigured,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
That's probably word for it.
Yeah.
Disfigured
the-
jaw.
So I mean, I'm excited for it. Like looking at the trailer, looks like there'll
Did,
be a
did
lot.
it have a release date? I don't remember
I don't
seeing one.
think I saw a release date.
I don't believe so. Maybe.
Oh, you know what? Just reminded me because Netflix. I still haven't watched Jessica Jones season 3,
Mhm.
which is like terrible because like I've seen like all the Marvel Netflix shows like the weekend they come out, and it's been out for a few weeks now. But it's just like knowing everything was canceled just like took the air, the wind out of my sails for
Yeah.
this stuff. The excitement. I was just like, oh, what's the point now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's probably coming out this winter. So it's coming out this year. So
Cool.
Within the
I mean, I
next-
would hope so
within the
since they have a
next four.
trailer.
Yeah, within the next 4 months, it'll be out.
Cool. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to
4 or
go
5
back and
months.
read the books now because it's sort of reignited this.
I have the
Interest,
first one.
I
I still need to read that. I have
The
first one.
Witcher, A Song of Fire and Ice. Right?
I mean, if it'd be awesome if it got as big as Game of Thrones. That'd be wild.
I'm sure this is what they're trying to do to
Yeah.
compete against Game
Well, I mean, Game of Thrones is done, and the last 3
Well, like, to
seasons
be
were
their
bad,
Game of Thrones or
so,
whatever.
yeah.
But
Well,
Netflix
fine.
keeps canceling all these like popular shows, so like
Mhm.
I don't know how long it'll last.
But I want to read the books because I don't know. My favorite part of the Witcher universe is all like the monsters and shit.
Mhm.
So I hope they do well by that.
Yeah.
Because
Didn't they showed a giant spider or something at the end?
Yeah, they did.
I mean, giant spider looks cool and all, but I like the original monsters.
Give me that fucking Leshen boy. That's my favorite fucking
Yeah,
monster.
yeah.
Give me some of those. Some of
corpse eaters.
the necromorphs.
Yeah.
Like the ghouls and the
Ghoul. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. It's just
Griffins, for example. We could get some
Griffins
of those.
are cool.
Griffins for sure.
What was it? Was that the first thing they showed in the Witcher 3 trailer? Was like a griffin that they're battled or something?
It's the first thing you fight too.
Yeah.
Or the first big monster that you fight
Yeah. It's a
in the
griffin.
game.
That's
It's to
pretty
like
cool.
teach you how to like handle monsters.
Yeah.
And then there's one in the area that'll fuck your shit up if you run into it. There's the tutorial griffin, and then there's the actual griffin that'll straight up fucking kill you.
Mm-hmm. And that one was. I didn't find that one until I was much higher level. So
Yeah, I mean, right. It's off in that area, but if you're just exploring, it's possible to run into it.
yeah.
And I ran into it, and there's like the little skull instead of a level, and I was like, oh shit. Better get the fuck out.
Yep.
Or whatever the icon they use to like show is too high of a level. But yeah, no, I mean the games are great. I guess. To be fair, I haven't played much of the first or second game, but Witcher 3 is fun. The universe is cool. I should read the books. I'm excited for the Netflix series.
Yeah. I'm pumped. I'll
Interesting.
watch it. I will watch it.
That does it for comic book movie type stuff.
Yeah.
We have one thing in the video games, and that's Nintendo Switch. They announced the light last week, and we talked about it that week. But now there's going to be a new version of the Nintendo Switch coming out, which is going to replace the original version. Basically, all it has is a better battery life, which the new version is approximately going to be between 4.5 to 9 hours, depending on the game and things, where the current model has 2.5 to 6.5 hours, depending on the game.
Yeah.
So, for example, Breath of the Wild on the current stuff runs for like 3 hours in a handheld mode, versus the new one should run at 5.5 hours.
Nice. Not bad.
So
That's cool.
It's good.
I don't know. It's
I probably won't buy it,
no.
but like I mean, it is good.
Yeah. Good stuff. I guess to me, whenever I bring a Switch anywheres, it's when I'm hanging out with like a group of friends or whatever. That's some kind of like week long whatever. Like I brought it on the 4th when I went to go visit some friends in Devil's Lake. But the shorter battery life is almost good for someone like me that can just forget time when I'm playing video games. Because in the battery life's like, shit, we're dying. It's like, wow, I've been playing this for 2 hours. I should go do something
I
else.
guess the thing that I hate most about it is like when I don't leave it plugged in and it just loses battery when I don't use it.
You can turn it off. It kind of discourages you from doing it, but
Yeah.
I turn it off when I'm in transport and stuff.
That is true. I guess I should do that.
It's like,
Turn
you
it off.
sure you want to turn off the console? We can't. It's like, yeah, you're not even going to be on the internet. You can't do anything. Get out of your Switch.
But yeah, like I mean, I never used the 3DS for like more than 3 hours, and like this has better battery life than that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, if I have it with me, chances are there's better things I can be doing than just playing that all day.
Although I do have a 3-hour plane ride coming up, so
Bring your Switch.
bring my Switch.
Yeah.
Play
It'll
that.
probably last the whole plane ride.
Yeah. I
And
don't
sometimes
know.
they got plugins on planes, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm also gonna bring a power brick, so
Mm-hmm.
and I got one with the USB-C, so I could actually like power it
nice.
instead of like.
Also, that's something that's like my biggest complaint about the Switch is that the goddamn charger port is on the bottom. So you can't have it plugged in while it's like set up in table mode.
Yeah.
It's like, damn it, Nintendo. Should have put it like on the side I don't know. The top would be kind of weird. I feel like the side, I don't know, because that's what the controller is. I don't know.
It'd have to be on like the top.
It have to be on the top.
But
Or
that's
like
like,
on the back somehow.
but like
That'd be
the
weird.
top is where like the fan is, and also where the card slot is.
Yeah. I
as
guess
well
to make
as,
it portable, some sacrifices had to be made.
Yes.
So.
But
Yeah, that's cool.
for sure.
Anything else we want to talk about?
No.
No?
That's,
Okay.
about it for me.
I think that does it for us on this episode of the Clever and Original Podcast. I don't know, that threw me off. As you are right now, listen to us each and every week on SoundCloud, iTunes, and other podcast services. Jay, if people wanted to find you on the social media sphere, where can they do that?
If you want to come find me and make fun of me for not being able to remember my birthday or talk properly, come find me on Twitter at Jayden Reinhart.
And JJ, where can people find you?
I don't know.
Nowhere.
Somewhere.
And you can
I
find
don't
me.
know.
And you can find me at Kayley Misialek on Twitter. You can find us all at Clever_Original on Twitter. And as you are right now, listen to us each and every week. SoundClouds, iTunes, and other podcast services. And we'll catch you next week on episode 202.